Good morning, students. Now I'm going to explain exercise 3rd B. Okay, 3rd A is over. Now I'm going to start 3rd B. Okay, in this exercise you have to study about solutions. Okay, you have to study about solution. So what are the solutions? A solution is a homogeneous mixture. A solution is a homogeneous mixture. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more components. Okay, a solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more components. When two or more components you mixed with each other, okay, then you get a solution. And this solution's compositions can be changed if you change the amount of the components. Okay, the solution's composition will be changed if you change the amount of the components. So this is called a solution. So solution, you can say solution is a combination of solute and solvent. Now you have to see what is the meaning of this solute and what is the meaning of this solvent. So the medium in which you are going to dissolve this solute, that medium is called the solvent. Okay, example, you take salt, okay, you take water, okay, and add it. Okay, you take 1 glass of water and you add salt in that. Okay, you add salt in that. What you will see after adding salt, if you mix it properly, you will see that a saline water you will get. In that you cannot see the salt molecules separately. You cannot see the salt molecules separately. Okay, you will get the saline water. So in this you will get the saline water. So in this saline water, this salt is called the solute. Okay, this water is called the solvent. Okay, and this saline water is called the solution. Okay, finally what you will get, that is called the final liquid, what you get, that is called the solution. So salt is the solute, water is the medium in which you are dissolving this solute. So water is the medium, so this medium is called the solvent, and this final solution, finally what you get, that is called the solution. So this is about solution. When a solution is made up of two components, then it is called binary solution. Okay, I think all of you know binary means two. Okay, when a solution is made up of three components, then it is called ternary solution. Okay, then it is called ternary solution. When a solution is made up of four components, then it is called quaternary solution. So I hope you understood. When the solution is made up of two components, then it is called binary solution. When the solution is made up of three components, then it is called ternary solution. When the solution is made up of four components, then it is called quaternary solution. Okay. Now one thing you have to remember, if the two substances are in the same state, same physical state, either in the solid state or liquid state or gaseous state, so if the two substances are in the same phase, the component that is excess, that will be called as a solvent. Okay, in this case you see, you have taken water and you add 1 pinch of salt in that, or you think that you have added 1 tablespoonful of the salt in that. So in this you can see the amount of water is more. Okay, the amount of water is more in compared to the salt. So the substance that is called the solvent. I hope you understood. Okay. Now a solution may be formed by mixing. A solution may be formed by mixing. A solution may be formed by mixing liquid plus liquid, liquid with another liquid. Okay. Two liquids can be mixed and you form a solution. Okay. For example, water and milk, or water and alcohol. Okay, both are in the liquid state. If you milk these two liquids with each other, you will get a solution. Okay, you will get a solution. So a solution may be formed by mixing two liquids. Okay, a solution may be formed by mixing a solid and a liquid. Okay, for example, salt, water. Okay, then you will also get solution. Okay, a solution may be formed by mixing a liquid and gas. Okay, example, soda water. In this water, okay, water and carbon dioxide is mixed, you will get a solution. Okay, a solution can be formed by mixing a solid with another solid. Okay, this is new thing for you, I think. Okay, solid, when you add one solid with another solid in a liquid form, then also you will get a solution. Okay, examples are alloys. Okay, so a homogeneous solution of a solid into another solid is called a solid solution. Okay, this type of solution is called the solid solution. Okay, common metal alloys are solid solution. Okay, very good example is gold. Okay, when the gold jewelries are made, in that one another metal, okay, copper is also added. Okay, gold, in gold copper is also added. Okay, for making the jewelry. So that is called the solid solution. Okay, I hope you understood. Okay, now one more new thing is there. Okay, that is called the true solution. What do you mean by true solution? Okay, listen it very carefully. What do you mean by true solution? So a solution in which the size of the solute particles are very small. Okay, the size of the solute particle size will be maybe 10 raised to the power minus 10 gram. Okay, okay, so when the size of the solute particles are very small, when the size of the solute particles are very small, so that type of solution is called the true solution. Okay, when the size of the solute particles are very small, then that type of solution is called the true solution. Okay, so a solution in which the size of the solute particle is about 10 raised to the power minus 10 meter is called a true solution. Okay, in a true solution, the solute particles and the solvent molecules, okay, the solute particles and the solvent molecules cannot be seen separately even under a microscope also. Okay, even under a microscope also. For example, if you take saline water and you keep this water under a microscope, then also you will not understand that in that saline water that salt molecule is dissolved in that. So that type of solution is called the true solution, in which the solute particles and the solvent molecules cannot be distinguished even under a microscope also. Okay, so now what are the characteristics of a true solution? What are the characteristics of a true solution? So first one, it is a homogeneous mixture. First characteristic is that it is a homogeneous mixture. Okay, second one, the size is very small. The size of a solute particles are very small. Okay, it is clear and transparent. The true solution is clear and transparent. Okay, next one, it doesn't scatter light. If you pass light in that, it doesn't scatter light. Okay, next one, the components cannot be separated. Okay, components can't separated by filtration method also. Okay, if you take saline water and if you filter it with the help of the filtration method, then also you cannot separate salt and water separately. You cannot separate it. So the components can't be separated by filtration method also. Last one, the solute particles. The solute particles don't settle down. Okay, don't settle down. If you take water and if you add sugar in that, the sugar molecules will not settle at the bottom of the container. So these are the characteristic of a true solution. Okay, now till now I explained to you about the solvent in which water was a medium. In which water was a medium. So water is the common solvent. Okay, water is the very common solvent in which you can dissolve so many substances. Okay, that is why water is also called a universal solvent also. Okay, so the solution which is made in which the water is the solvent, the solution in which the medium of the solvent is water, that type of solution is called the aqueous solution. Okay, remember it. The solution in which the solvent is water, that type of solution is called the aqueous solution. Now the solution in which the medium of solvent is not water, any other liquid, so that type of solution will be called non-aqueous solution. Okay, for example, you can, in the place of water, you can use alcohol also. Okay, you can use ether also, you can use petrol also. So many other liquids are also there in which you can make the solution. So that type of solutions are called where water is not medium as a solvent. That type of solution will be called non-aqueous solution. Okay. When the solvent is alcohol, okay, when the solvent is alcohol, so that type of solution is called the tincture. Okay, that type of solution is called the tincture. So tincture of iodine is a solution of iodine in alcohol. So the solution in which water is a medium of solvent, that is called aqueous solution. The solution in which other than water, any other liquid is acting as a medium of solvent, that type of solution is called the non-aqueous solution. The solution in which the solvent is alcohol, that type of solution is called the tincture. So I hope you understood these all things. Okay.